Welcome to our program. Today I have a guest who is here to share with us the role of the Adventist University of Africa School of Postgraduate Studies in developing leaders. Our guest today is here and he will share with us a little bit about himself. Welcome.
Thank you. Well, my name is Danielle Ganu, and I am the Dean, School of Postgraduate Studies. I am here with my wife, and I have one daughter. My wife is Josephine Ganu, and my daughter is Grace Maunyo Ganu.
Give us a picture of what the School of Postgraduate Studies is all about.
Okay. At the Adventist University of Africa, we have two schools. We have the Theological Seminary that hosts the theological programs. But the School of Postgraduate Studies is one of the schools that host the non-theological programs, such as MBA, Public Health, Computer Science, Education, leadership, and so on and so forth. So we run, those programs that are not theological programs are hosted by the School of Postgraduate Studies.
What is the role of the School of Postgraduate Studies in developing leaders for Africa?
Oh, we have tremendous role to play. The slogan of the Adventist University of Africa is developing leaders. And in the church, we have workers we think can collaborate very well with the mainstream pastors in accomplishing the mission of the church. We have treasurers, we have nurses, we have IT directors who are also part of the workforce. And those are the people that the School of Postgraduate Studies train. So we believe that we have a key role to play in augmenting our effort with the mainstream workers to train leaders for the church in Africa.
And how is the School of Postgraduate Studies contributing to the mission of the SDA Church?
We are contributing in a very significant way, in the sense that we are all helping to train people for the kingdom of God. That is the mission of the church. So when we train leaders such as treasurers, they are there to take care of the finance of the church, to manage the finance of the church. And that is one core mission of the church. We are all stewards to manage the finances very well. And when we take program like MPH, for example, we train a lot of medical doctors and we train a lot of nurses that are also helping to take care of the mission of the church. So our workers are really helping the pastors also. And I believe if a pastor is working and there is nobody to pay him, then the work will not be very fruitful. So in the area of management of our finance, in the area of the medical team and so on and so forth, we believe the School of Postgraduate Studies is playing a significant role for the mission of the church.
That's fantastic. Now, what are the key characteristics of the School of Postgraduate Studies?
We have our key characteristics, I will say, is that one, we are here to train non-theological workers of the church. So you will realize that we focus more on other disciplines. So when you come to School of Postgraduate Studies, we mingle with so many courses like IT, which is a different course, and public health is a different course, business is a different discipline, leadership is a different discipline. So those characteristics come into play to make up how unique we are in training leaders for the Church of Africa.
Are your programs only for Seventh-day Adventist church workers or Seventh-day Adventist church members?
That is one very serious problem we have had. There are a lot of people out there who think that AUA trains only pastors. And that is not true. It's far from that. And I have told you about the programs that we offer in the School of Postgraduate Studies. So non-pastors, church workers, non-church workers, Adventist church members, non-Adventist church members are all welcome. In fact, we will be very grateful if we have church members enrolled in our programs, such as MBA. There are many of our church members out there who have Sabbath problems when they want to go into disciplines like business and computer science. They go to the secular universities and they face very stiff problem with Sabbath issues, Sabbath problems. So church members are welcome to enroll into our programs, and non-church members are also welcome. So it is not only for church workers or pastors or only for Adventists, no.
Thank you for that clarification.
Yeah.
Can you give us a little description of each of the programs that you have in the school, postgraduate studies?
Very good. First of all, we have MBA program, Master of Business Administration, with different disciplines, different specialization. So all our programs are postgraduate, are master's degree and PhD level. So when you take MBA, for example, we have a specialization in accounting, in finance, in management, in information technology, and then we have also applied for healthcare management, which has not yet received accreditation. And then when you come to public health, for example, we also have masters in public health with emphasis or specialization in environmental health, health promotion, human nutrition. We have applied for community development and also for epidemiology and biostatistics. And then when you come to computer science, we have Master of Applied Computer Science with specializations in network administration, e-services, cyber security. And then we have leadership, and we have PhD in leadership with 3 areas of specialization. We have organizational leadership, we have business and strategic business leadership, and then we have public health leadership.
Wow, you have quite a variety there.
Yes, we have.
How long has the School of Postgraduate Studies been in existence, and what have been the achievements so far?
Very good. AUA started with these 2 schools, the Theological Seminary and the School of Postgraduate Studies. So in effect, I will say we've been in existence for about 13 years now. And School of Postgraduate Studies has achieved a lot. Until now, we have graduated more than 200 graduate master's degree students. And then we have also opened up programs like PhD programs and master's degree programs like I have mentioned. And then we also have achieved a lot in terms or in the area of publications. Our faculty members have publicized a lot of articles in refereed journals. And then we also have a journal for the School of Postgraduate Studies where our students can also publish. And then apart from that, we are embarking on a very significant project for the continent, for the church, for the continent of Africa. And that project is housed in the School of Postgraduate Studies. And so that necessitated the idea of us developing a project, health project, to find out how our church members are benefiting from the health message of the church. And it's ongoing now. We have now taken or collected the data, about 15,000 data from all the unions in Africa. So by the end of the year, the results will come out.
That should be an interesting
project
and study to follow. Now, with the successes and what we have achieved so far, there should be some challenges as well.
Oh, of course,
What are the challenges of the school postgraduate studies?
The challenges are some of the ones I have told you. Many people think that AUA trains only pastors, so people are not keen to find out if they can come and study non-theological courses here like MBA, MPH, and that is one challenge. We need to really work hard to let people know that they can come and study MBA, MPH, computer science, and the rest. The second one is people have said that our tuition are a little bit more expensive, and we are trying to work hard to bring down the tuition of AUA. But now, for you to know that we are running a feasibility study to find out if that is true. The other challenge we have is that we don't have the core faculty, a lot of core faculty here on campus. So we use a lot of adjunct faculty members, and they are also busy in their respective work, and to ask them to devote that amount of time for AUA also is a real challenge. And so those are some of the challenges that we have in the School of Postgraduate Studies.
So where do you see the School of Postgraduate Studies in the next 5 years?
I want to dream big. For the next 5 years, it is my aim that we will open up more programs such as PhD in Business Administration, which is a huge project we are embarking on now. It's one of the key project that we want to develop in the next 2 years. We want to begin a PhD in business. We want to begin a master's and a PhD in education. We need to train our teachers to become Adventist teachers to take care of our schools. And so that is one of our projects. And then we also would like to carry or to move ahead vigorously with this health project that I'm talking about. And I think AUA being in the continent of Africa, taking care of these 3 divisions, I think we are in a better position to do that. And so we will finish the phase 1 by the end of this year, and then we want to carry out the phase 2 of the health project. Though it is capital intensive, but we are trying to solicit money to be able to accomplish that.
I know you've touched on the big project that's in the School Postgraduate Studies. Who is involved and what's the coverage? What's going on at the moment?
Very good. The 3 divisions are involved. SID, ECD, and WAD. They are supporting it tremendously, and we are involving all the 33 unions in the continent of Africa. GC is helping in a lot. So much. We have the Health Ministry's Department of GC, the Research Department and Archives Department of GC is also, helping a lot. And then AUA itself is giving a lot of support to this project. We recruited more than almost 400 research assistants all over the continent who collected the data, and we had to pay them. So right now we are at the data entry stage, but we were not fortunate enough. We were caught up with this COVID-19. A huge data is locked up in the West African division, and how to get it here is a big problem because of the travel restriction. But we are making a good progress, and we believe that by the end of the year, we will be able to come up with the first result of this project.
That's fantastic. Why should I choose to study at the Adventist University of Africa, especially in the School of Postgraduate Studies, when I can have the same degree in other universities that are not Seventh-day Adventist universities?
That's a very good question, Priska. I am somebody who has benefited a lot from Adventist education. From my college, my master's, my doctorate, I had all of them in the Adventist education. And Since then, I have also remained in the academia as a lecturer, as an administrator, as a professor, and I know what Adventist education has done for me. And I am a living testimony to tell everybody that, hey, Adventist education is the best way to go. Apart from the quality education that we offer, we also integrate faith and learning in our teaching. And more than that, I will also say that we should support Adventist education. If we have education system we feel is good, and then we are not supporting it, and one way we can support it is when we also, come to study. And so AUA is one of those schools that will make sure that, I have taught before in the University of Ghana, and here at Adventist University of Africa, we make sure that you will not go beyond the years stipulated for you to finish your studies. In fact, we have a policy that if you are going a little bit beyond, we give you a letter of warning. And if you go beyond that, we can expel you from the program. So we monitor you, we give you all the needed support, we make sure that you are on top of your studies, and your thesis and dissertation writing, we give you full support for that.
Now, with the COVID pandemic that is shut down institutions, how are you conducting the classes for your programs?
You see, God is so good. We have a leader who has a vision, who is a visionary leader. 3 years ago, I don't know where he got the idea from. He decided that we should bring up our internet services here. And so we spent more than $100,000 to beef up our internet services. And then he also said we should begin online studies. And he brought in somebody with a PhD in online studies. So 3 years before the COVID had come in, we are set. We are ready. So when the COVID came in, it was nothing. It was no news for us. We just transited very easily. And when the COVID started, we migrated all our courses into online, and we have not canceled not even a single program, a single course. We are running everything. Our students are out there, and then we are also flexible. We accommodate them because we know some of them do not have good internet at where they are. So we are aware of that. So we are very flexible. But then teaching and learning is going on very well due to the visionary leader we had and due to the cooperation of the faculty as well. So we don't have any problem at all.
God works in mysterious ways. That's really fantastic.
Indeed.
That somebody prepared before the situation came. Now, what are your final words to your students, everybody out there, anyone who might be interested in the School of Postgraduate Studies?
My final word is that, hey, AUA, School of Postgraduate Studies, is a place to be. We will prepare you for an impactful career ahead of you. We invite you to come and join with us and have the AUA experience, and we believe that, and we can assure you that your future is bright and the sky will be the limit for you.
Thank you so much for your time, Dr. Ganu. Thank you so much, viewers, for your time and for listening to our program today. Thank you.